Hey, if you're in construction, civil engineering, or project management, you've probably heard of unit price contracts. But do you really know how they work and why they're so effective? Today, we're breaking down what unit price contracts are, where they work best, and the key benefit they offer to clients, consultants, and contractors. By the end of this video, you'll understand why they're one of the best ways to manage risk, control costs, and ensure fair pricing for both owners and contractors. Let's dig into it. First, let's define what a unit price contract actually is. Unlike a lump sum contract where a fixed price is agreed upon for the entire project, a unit price contract breaks the work down into measurable units. Things like cubic meters of excavation, meters of pipe installed, or tons of asphalt laid. Each unit has a pre-agreed price, and the contractor is paid based on the actual quantity installed or completed. This means if the project requires more work than initially estimated, the contractor gets paid accordingly. If it requires less, the client isn't overpaying. For example, let's say you're working on a road construction project. The contract might specify $150 per cubic meter of excavation, $250 per meter of curb installation, and $80 per ton of asphalt paving. At the end of the job, the client only pays for the exact work that was completed. Simple, right? Now, where does this approach work best? Unit price contracts are widely used in civil, municipal, and infrastructure projects where the exact quantities of work are uncertain. Some common applications include road and highway construction, paving, grading, and drainage work, sewer and water main installations, where excavation depths and soil conditions vary, large-scale landscaping, like tree planting, sod installation, or erosion control, earthworks and excavation, where unforeseen site conditions may require more or less digging than planned. The key reason they work so well is flexibility. If the project scope changes, let's say more excavation is needed, the contractor gets paid fairly for the additional work, and the client doesn't have to go through a long change order process. All right, now let's talk about the real value, how unit price contracts benefit different stakeholders. For clients and project owners, unit price contracts offer several major advantages. Cost control and transparency. Instead of guessing and paying a lump sum upfront, you pay for what's actually built. This eliminates the risk of overpaying for work that wasn't necessary. Secondly is flexibility and scope adjustments. If more or less work is required, adjusting the contract is simple. No need for long and costly negotiations. Third is competitive pricing. Contractors bid based on realistic unit costs, so you get fair pricing without hidden contingencies. Fourth is fewer change order disputes. Since unit rates are preset, there's much less room for arguments over extra costs. For municipal and public sector projects, unit pricing ensures transparency and fairness, which is a big deal for government agencies managing taxpayer money. Now, what about consultants overseeing these projects? Consultants, whether they're engineers, landscape architects, or project managers, also benefit from unit price contracts in many ways. Firstly, simplified contract administration. Instead of constantly negotiating extras, consultants can verify quantities and approve invoices much faster. Secondly, more accurate budgeting. Since each unit has a fixed price, cost estimating is more reliable, helping to prevent major budget overruns. Third is easier design adjustments. If the scope changes during construction, it's easy to add or remove quantities without needing to renegotiate the entire contract. In short, unit price contracts make the job smoother and more predictable for consultants, resulting in less disputes and administrative headaches. But now, let's get into what contractors really care about: getting paid fairly for their work. For contractors, unit price contracts provide several major advantages. Firstly, fair compensation for work actually done. If quantities increase, you get paid fairly for that extra work, unlike lump sum contracts where underestimating can be very costly. Secondly is less financial risk. No more guessing exact quantities during bidding, and if conditions change, you're not stuck absorbing those costs. Third, it encourages productivity. Since you're paid per unit installed, the more efficiently you work, the more profitable the job becomes. Fourth is easier cash flow management. Instead of waiting for milestone payments, contractors can bill for work completed at regular intervals. So whether you're a general contractor, subcontractor, or supplier, unit price contracts help protect your margins and ensure fair compensation. But of course, like any contract, they're not without challenges. Now, while unit price contracts have a ton of advantages, there are a few challenges to consider. First are quantity overruns that can lead to budget issues. If the original estimates are way off, clients might face unexpected cost increases. Secondly, there's a slightly more administrative work because tracking and verifying quantities requires solid record keeping, which can be quite time consuming. And thirdly, potential for disputes over measurement methods. Clear contract language and standardized measurement procedures are critical to avoid conflicts. But if managed correctly, these challenges are minor compared to the overall benefits. So to wrap things up, unit price contracts provide a win-win solution for clients, consultants, and contractors. Clients get cost control and flexibility. Consultants simplify administration and budgeting. Contractors reduce risk and get paid fairly. If you're working on civil, infrastructure, or municipal projects, unit price contracts are one of the most effective ways to manage scope and cost fairly. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you worked with unit price contracts? What was your experience? Drop a comment below. And if you're looking for a digital tool to simplify unit price contracts, bidding, and contract administration, check out ContractComplete. The platform is specifically built for construction managers using unit price contracts, looking for a streamlined approach to managing their RFIs, submittals, change orders, progress payments, and site inspections. Book a demo today and see how the system can help your team stay aligned, reduce administrative burdens, and help keep your projects on schedule and on budget. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell for more construction insights. See you on the next one, and let's do what's right.